It's as if I were the moon and you were the sun, always convincing each other the next day was worth rising for. And when I was too caught up in being the ocean, you never forgot to remind me what your earth felt like. I don't know if we'll finally collide in this century, but I am certain I have loved you in more than 1,000 different lifetimes. This is a poem that comes from the book You'll Come Back to Yourself, a really beautiful book, at least from the pieces that I have seen from it. And when I saw that poem, I instantly felt as though, for many of you, this will directly connect to your twin flame connection, or potentially how your person might be feeling about you on a soul level. So I hope that little message resonates with some of you along this journey. I know for me, it brought me a sense of clarity and deeper connection to myself, to that soul part of myself, to really understanding the depth here, because I feel sometimes on a day-to-day basis along this twin flame path, it's really easy to get caught up in the details of our physical reality and to forget the depth of our soul and the eternity of this connection, the inevitability of it, the fact that we have always been connecting with this person through lifetime after lifetime. So sometimes I feel like for myself, it's good to take a bird's eye look at things, to remember that what we're seeing here and now is such a small sliver of eternity. And I just hope that connects with someone who might need a reminder of that, or might need to hear that, just like I felt I needed to come across that poem and hear that message. So with that being said, obviously then today is a twin flame reading. This is for twin flames or divine counterparts, whichever label you personally resonate with most. I'm going to be reading into the energy of the collective to bring forth both specific and general twin flame messages that you might need to hear at this time. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. In these videos, I try to channel as many hyper-specific twin flame messages as I possibly can. And while I find, and many of you have commented, that these are useful for you, or that some of these very specific messages connect very, very closely or deeply with you, I also do need to leave a disclaimer here and just say that because many of these messages will be so specific, please always use your own intuition as your best guide through this reading. Only take what resonates in your heart and soul and just leave the rest. I always say this, but through these videos, it's really my greatest goal to reconnect you with your own soul, with your own intuition, not to try to force any kind of an idea or opinion on you, but to get you back to the truth of what is within you. So I really am so grateful for all of you listening. I can't believe there are 40,000 of us here now. Thank you so much for just being here with me, and not just listening, but actually co-creating all of these readings, all of this information with me. If you are new, please do subscribe to this channel if I resonate with you, and click the notification bell so you get updated whenever I post new readings, which is very often for the Twin Flame Collective. A lot of my readings are very Twin Flame based, and I really try to keep the collective updated with as much energetic information that I can possibly channel or share through this platform. So I've pulled one card so far. I'm really taking my time shuffling because, well, one card just fell out. It'll be interesting to see what that card was that just jumped out of the deck. But as I was saying, I try to shuffle really well, especially when it's been a few days since I've posted a reading, just because I like to clear out all of the old energies, and also because as I shuffle here in real time as I'm recording, energy doesn't acknowledge time or distance. So as you are listening to this podcast or this reading in the future, it's actually affecting the messages I'm bringing forth in the present, which is why I always call my subscribers here co-creators with me. Okay, so I have pulled 3 cards so far. Lots of jumpy cards today. Does someone or someone's person have something that they really want to say or that they are saying? Because there is just so much active energy here. By the way, I will be recommending specific subliminal meditations or subliminals throughout this reading. All of these subliminals come from my membership site, soundandsoulful.com. As you can see on the screen on this website, I have created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life, for appearance, for mood shifts, to manifest specific material goals like money or success, and for twin flames specifically. I have an entire section of subliminals dedicated solely to the twin flame path. So these twin flame subliminals are designed to deeply reprogram your energy by reprogramming the subconscious mind, because subliminals are affirmations that are hidden or masked by other binaural beat frequencies and meditation sounds. And the effect of this is that they are capable of bypassing the filter of the conscious mind and making deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind. So any subliminals I recommend during this reading are linked in the pinned comment and the description box. And you can try out any of those subliminals completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website. So I have 4 cards pulled for you guys so far. And I'm feeling like this is where we need to start because those cards all basically jumped out of the deck. But now I'm noticing that the cards feel like they've gone a little quiet. Okay, so the first card is Door to Spirit in the reverse position. I strongly associate this card with intuition, so the fact that it is reversed really tells me that someone here is being disconnected or feeling disconnected from their own intuition. It's like I just heard unable to access themselves, like their true self. I feel like someone lately, especially over the past few days, may be feeling strong outsider or outcast energy, really feeling like they don't belong or don't know who they are. I got this image of like all of planet Earth, and there's this person on planet Earth that is feeling homesick, but not for anywhere on Earth. Like it's as though they aren't homesick for any location. There's just this feeling of homesickness, like I don't belong here. Like I don't feel like I have a home. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps all up and down my arms. I'm really strongly feeling someone feeling a lot of emotion attached to this outsider kind of energy. And whoever this is, if this is you listening, I am getting a very strong vibe that you are a starseed, a light worker, that you've lived lives on other planets, or that you're a very old soul. There's a lot of depth to your soul here. And that's actually why you're feeling this homesickness, because you've actually lived in so many times and places, and you've had so many experiences that you're actually having this kind of unconscious longing for a different life that you lived or a different place that you can't consciously remember. Wow, really strange but powerful message. I want to get more clarification on this, so I'm going to first pull some cards from the Starry Beginnings deck, because I feel this deck is fitting. Wow, okay, a lot of cards just fell out, guys. Give me just 1 second. I swear, you guys, I have never had the cards jump out like that. Like half of this deck just flew onto the floor, which is telling me right away that I feel this is symbolic. It's like half of the deck fell, and all of these have images of different stars and different astronomical events and that kind of thing. And I feel like what this was actually trying to tell us is that just like half of those cards fell out, like so many of them, you have so much depth to your soul. You have so many previous lifetime, previous incarnation, soul experiences. I feel like the person I'm connecting with has this kind of like ancient energy. Also, I'm feeling like this person, you have this kind of classic beauty or draw to you. There's something about you that is like very magnetic because of how old your soul is, because of how many perspectives you've lived in different lifetimes. But I feel that you aren't fully aware of this like beauty and magnetism about you. Let's see if we can get just one card from this deck, because like I said, so many of these cards fell out. So Spirit, can I get one specific message for the person who is the old soul, the Lightworker, the Starseed, who is connecting with this? What do they need to know about their intuition being closed off? You know what, guys? I think that symbolism of the cards falling out actually was the message, because now I'm not really able to get another message from these cards. So I feel like the cards were meant to just fall out of the deck and to remind us that whoever is listening has this kind of depth to them. But I am going to go back to the energy oracle cards and see if we can get any more messages. So Spirit, can I get any messages for the person who is feeling homesick or feeling like they're disconnected from their own intuition? So the first card I got is adjacent possibilities in the reverse. And I just heard like someone saying it feels hopeless or it feels impossible, which tells me that I feel like the way someone is being disconnected from their intuition or from themselves is they are feeling, okay, this is kind of strange. I feel like this person is feeling like they are the ones that are impossible, or they are the ones that are hopeless. There's like this strong and I don't feel like whoever connects with this feels this way all the time. I feel like you're this very powerful spiritual being, and like a lot of times you're aware of that power, but for some reason recently you've been forgetting a little bit, or at times just how powerful you are, or you've been feeling like something about your life is hopeless. I almost feel like because of the depth to your soul, because of how spiritual and powerful you are, ironically, you are feeling like it's hopeless for you because you're trying to, I feel like this person may have tried to fit themselves into a mold of what society wanted them to be, or their family wanted them to be. And then they're like looking at themselves thinking, it's hopeless because I don't fit into this mold. And Spirit is saying, you were never meant to fit into that mold. You were meant to break out of those paradigms, break out of those belief systems. Let's see if we can get any other messages about this. So Spirit, what other messages can we get about this person who's been disconnected from their own intuition? One card just fell out. The World card. I'm getting so much immense power from your energy. Like you have the power to create the world. The interesting thing about this card, guys, is it's like the image I saw in my mind is on this card, because there's this planet and then there's someone looking from the outside at this planet. So actually I'm getting from this card a confirmation, like this person who is connecting with this message feels strongly like an outsider, but not just an outsider from their community or society, but literally from like planet Earth. Like you just feel like on some level you've never really belonged. So let's see if we can get any more messages on that. Spirit, how is this person feeling? The next card I got was action. By the way, this is the number 17, and I've personally been seeing the number 717 a lot lately. So if this message connects with you, you might also be seeing that number. I'm hearing from this card like someone wants to move forward into action, but because of this disconnect from themselves and their own intuition, they're feeling a little bit stuck in that action. But I'm hearing as you take actions boldly, the inspiration will come to you. It's interesting. I feel like through stepping forward, even when you feel uncertain or afraid, you are actually going to reconnect with your own intuition. And then you're going to be able to take inspired action. It's like you have to push into that kind of momentum. Like I feel like Spirit is saying you have to continue moving forward bravely and boldly, even if you have no idea what you're doing. And as you continue to do that, it's like the path is going to come to you. The inspiration is going to come to you. I really intended for this to be a twin flame specific reading, but I'm getting a lot of spiritual life purpose, individual kind of messages. Of course, nothing is truly individual as a twin flame. This is all connected with your twin flame path, just not as directly as us discussing the love and romance aspects of it, but hopefully we'll get more kind of love, romance specific messages later on. Okay, I'm feeling like that's a settled place to leave that clarification. So let's go ahead and move on to this next card here. Broken heart in the upright position. I just heard grief. Again, I'm not really feeling like this is even necessarily tied to love and romance, but I just feel like someone here is grieving. I just heard grieving all of the versions I was before. I feel like someone feels like they have changed so much over the years, burned so many bridges with so many people and places. And this was all for their soul's growth and evolution. These were expansive changes. These weren't negative changes per se, but I feel like the ego is kind of reflecting and seeing these things as sad or as negative, mourning like the loss of it's kind of a strange message of like someone even mourning the loss of previous versions of themselves. I feel like this could even be an ego death situation. Like someone who is feeling as though they've shed their skin so many times that it's hard to even fully recognize themselves, or like there's this kind of loss of identity here. But this is all part of, I get very strong spiritual awakening vibes. I'll say that right like out of the gate here. So whoever is connecting with this, you've definitely, you felt like an outsider probably your whole life to an extent, but I feel like it's worsened lately. You may have this feeling of homesickness for somewhere that you've never been, or feel like you don't even know where you're homesick for, you just feel that way. I feel like you're grieving a lot of past versions of yourself, and I feel like this grief may be in connection also to an ego death. You're on a path of spiritual awakening, that is for sure, but I feel like there's this element of not fully knowing where you're going, just knowing that things keep changing, almost changing too fast. I feel like in this one lifetime, it feels like you've lived like a dozen lifetimes, because whoever is connecting with this, you are on a very accelerated soul path. The next card is a man holding a heart in the upright position. I feel like this is connected to the broken heart. It's like speaking to the fact that this feeling of grief, mourning previous versions of yourself, this ego death, is connected to the twin flame path. Because what I see with this man holding a heart is like this is, I'm getting first of all divine masculine energy from this card. So I feel like some of you may be a divine feminine connecting with a divine masculine counterpart, or this could be a message for a divine masculine, because again, the energies in these twin flame readings are always very mirrored, so it could apply either way depending on your connection. But what I'm hearing is you had to go through all of these experiences, this spiritual awakening, this grieving of past versions of yourself, this feeling of being an outsider. You had to go through all of this in order to reconnect with your twin flame in this lifetime. Now, for some of you, you may have already connected with them. For others of you, they may be coming in the future. But what Spirit is saying here is it may not look like it, but these paths are very intertwined. It's all the same path. This path of of spiritual awakening, of ego death, of feeling lost and confused and like an outsider at times. This is intertwined, and not just intertwined, it literally is your twin flame path. Like, this is all part of the path to reconnecting with this person in this lifetime, which kind of brings me back to that poem I read at the beginning. I feel like someone has been feeling as though they've lived 1,000 lifetimes. In some of these lives, they connected with their twin flame, and in other lifetimes, they may have always just had this longing for them, but never even glimpsed them in the physical world. And I feel like because of your soul's awareness of those lifetimes in which you did not come together with this person, with your mirror soul, there is this kind of strange, unconscious fear that in this lifetime it will be the same, that you'll always spend your life longing, but never being able to fully reach, touch, or see this person in the physical. And Spirit is saying this lifetime, the reason you're experiencing this accelerated soul path and oftentimes a lot of pain and grief in your life is because this is a lifetime in which your soul intended to come together with your twin flame in some meaningful physical way, to actually be able to share some kind of meaningful connection in the physical. However, I do feel like this path has been very difficult and perhaps even really discouraging for you at times. I feel like, oddly, this has been a path of deep loneliness, even when you're around other people. But ironically, this path of loneliness is happening in order to teach you the greatest connection imaginable. It's like you are learning that contrast. You are learning what it is like to be completely alone, so you can teach others what it is like to be truly connected. The next card is indecision in the reverse position. I just heard something is going to become clear to you. So let's get some clarification on that. So Spirit, what is going to become clear to this person? How is the person listening to this going to come out of indecision very soon? Because I do feel a very soon kind of energy to this card. Okay, the cards I got 3 cards here. Okay, so the way that something is going to become clear to you is, first of all, I see the second chakra card in reverse. So this is the sacral chakra, connecting to our sense of pleasure and sensuality, being able to enjoy pleasure in all areas of our life. I feel like these feelings of uncertainty, loneliness, or indecision have really caused a sacral chakra block, caused someone to disconnect from receiving pleasure, from enjoying the moment, from enjoying life, because it's like you are thinking so deeply about these very high level spiritual matters, thinking about all of these versions of yourself that you've outgrown, or these bridges you've burned, thinking of even the way that you've always felt lonely and like an outsider. And because of this, you haven't been enjoying this life as it's unfolding as much as you could be. You haven't been able to fully access feelings of pleasure, even your creative ability. I feel like many of you are natural creatives, but it's like you haven't been able to create as much as you would like to because of these strange, dark, kind of outsider, lonely, grieving feelings you've been having. I have created a sacral chakra activation subliminal that I feel would be really beneficial for you if this message is connecting, because the sacral chakra is really how we are able to access our own pleasure. And many people don't realize this, but pleasure and creativity are so intertwined. We can't force ourselves to be creative when we aren't happy, when we aren't living in the moment, when we aren't feeling pleasure or able to access our own pleasure or joy. So this subliminal will not only help you to reconnect with your natural joy and pleasure in all areas of life, but also with your own natural, deep, creative reserves, your ability to effortlessly and joyfully create amazing things. This subliminal contains 4 binaural beat frequencies that are designed to resonate with the sacral chakra because of a phenomenon known as frequency following response. When we immerse in these binaural beat frequencies that connect with the natural state of certain chakra centers, we are actually able to activate those chakras to their natural state, to clear out any blocks and release those kinds of pockets of resistance within those energy centers and reactivate our energy to its most high vibrational state. So my sacral chakra activation subliminal is linked in the pinned comment and in the description box under this video. You can click that link to explore more about it. Okay, so the second clarification card on what is going to become clear to you is Goddess of the Moon in the upright position. I see a woman here, or a divine feminine, may not necessarily be a biological woman, but I feel like there's a woman here who has been negatively attaching herself to either a person or an outcome. I see that because the third card was attachment in the upright position, and it's a woman like taking off a mask. I feel like that woman taking off the mask is you. I feel like there is someone who has been really attached to either what a person thinks of them, a group of people, could be family members, friends, or just society generally. And because of that, they've been wearing this false mask. And they've also disconnected themselves from their own goddess energy, from their own power. I feel like this divine feminine or this woman has been trying really hard to fit in to some kind of mold in order to please others or to make others perceive them in a certain way. It's like they've been over-attaching to the opinions of other people around them, and unconsciously, without realizing it, this has actually disconnected them from their own natural power, from their goddess energy, because they weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to be the goddess. Like the Goddess of the Moon card is the other card I pulled here, and I feel like you are both that person taking off the mask and that goddess realizing her power. Which, by the way, if this connects with you, I will leave a link to my Divine Feminine Awakening Subliminal. This is designed to reawaken the powerful, naturally powerful, effortless manifestation kind of energy that the Divine Feminine embodies. So this will be linked in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, so I'm going to just see if we can get any more messages on this woman or divine feminine who may be either negatively attached or coming into her power. Financial constraints. So I actually feel like this person, this woman or divine feminine, could be experiencing some kind of financial lack or trouble with finances, or if not that, just some kind of material anxiety or money anxiety. And I feel like because of this, they haven't been fully accessing their own creative ability. Okay, guys, the next card, of course, was the yin yang in the upright position. I feel this was the last card from this deck that I was meant to pull because it's meant to confirm to us, yes, all of this that we're dealing with here is a twin flame connection, a twin flame path. Things are coming into balance. So with this financial constraint card, I hear the more you come into your divine feminine power, the more you release those negative attachments about how other people see you or perceive you, the more you are going to come out of these financial constraints. This might even be the thing that is becoming clear to you at this time, how to move forward in your power, how to release those attachments, how to manifest effortless abundance in your life. And then this last yin yang card is just telling us all of these things are coming into balance. There's nothing to worry about here. And also, if you were wondering whether or not this is a twin flame connection, I feel spirit confirming to you, yes, this is your twin flame or your true twin flame connection. just because I feel like someone brought that kind of intention to this reading, kind of just wanting to know whether or not this person was their twin flame. Okay, so now I am going to pull some cards from the Love Scramble box. This is something I just started doing recently in my readings. These are just short words or phrases that then tend to form messages for the Twin Flame Collective or for specific Twin Flames listening. So Spirit, what does the person listening to this reading need to know at this time? Heart is the first card. Younger, worthless. Okay, so someone here had a broken heart because they felt worthless when they were younger. So I'm hearing inner child wounds, inner child challenges. I'm hearing someone who was hurt by someone that they loved or were dependent on when they were younger, or should have been able to depend on, but were not able to depend on this person. I feel most likely this is a parent or some kind of authority figure, but this could also be an early romantic relationship in your life, like your preteen or early adult years. But whatever the situation was, it caused you to feel worthless about yourself and very brokenhearted. And I feel like for some reason this situation has been coming back to you. For some, this could be flashbacks of like childhood or early childhood experiences, something that was very challenging or heartbreaking for you. Which, by the way, I have personally been experiencing some of these flashbacks over the last few days, and I've been incorporating an inner child healing subliminal I've created to just help me process some of these past energies. So if that connects with you, you may also find that subliminal useful, so I will leave it in the pinned comment and description box. Promise. I'm hearing that someone broke a promise or betrayed you in some way. There's some feeling of betrayal. This could be betrayal from a parent, but I'm feeling this could also be an early romantic relationship in which promises were broken. So now when it comes to your twin flame connection, it's like you are so afraid of empty promises. You're so afraid of being betrayed in some way. I'm going to try to get some clarification on this. So, Spirit, what is this promise that applies to this reading or this situation of heartbreak, broken promises, or betrayal? Seventh chakra in the reverse position. So this is, of course, the crown chakra, connecting us to the divine. I feel like someone tried to convince you away from who you truly are. It's like someone in your life, possibly a parent or a teacher, someone that was important to you, caused you to disconnect yourself from your own divinity because they made you feel like you weren't the powerful creator of your life. Like they made you feel like you couldn't. I just hear someone, I feel like this actually might tie to career or life purpose for some of you. This could be that a parent in your life told you that what your soul loved to do or what you came here to do wasn't meant for you, like you couldn't do it, or it wouldn't make money, or like this. They tried to steer you off of your divine path in some way. And I actually feel like it's funny, it's almost like this broken promise was a broken promise to yourself. It was like a self-betrayal, like you betrayed your true purpose because someone in your life told you that you couldn't do that thing or that you weren't worthy of having that thing. It's like someone convinced you away from yourself and caused you to betray yourself. And because of that self-betrayal, you now fear betrayal from others because you betrayed yourself. So you are always worried that others are going to betray you. And this is like, I feel this is a big part of your twin flame path, is building self-trust again, coming into yourself again, learning to trust yourself on this path so that you are capable of trusting your twin flame counterpart. And the card that just flew out is door to romance in the upright position. So Spirit is saying, confirming, yes, this is what's going on here. You've lost a sense of self-trust. You somehow betrayed yourself because you were taught to betray yourself from someone early in your life, most likely a parent who caused you to feel worthless or to feel like you weren't capable of achieving what your soul came here to do. But by coming into this self-trust, recultivating this sense of trust with your true self, with your highest self, this is actually how you open the door to romance with this door to romance card. This is how you reconnect with your twin flame fully, by reconnecting with yourself. Because this is a mirrored connection. Everything we shift within ourselves, as we build trust within ourselves, we build trust within this connection. And it's like that with every positive trait or aspect or healing that we do within ourselves. This automatically reflects within our twin flame and within our connection to them, which is why my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal is so powerful, because it addresses all of these internal energetic blocks, all of these ways in which we disconnected from ourselves. Because as we reconnect with ourselves, as we undo that subconscious mind programming that was put into us by a broken society, we then reconnect fully with our highest self, and in doing this, we naturally magnetize ourselves for our highest divine counterpart twin flame connection. So this twin flame 7 chakra clearing will be linked in the pinned comment and in the description box if you'd like to learn more about that powerful, healing, shifting energy work subliminal for twin flames. Okay, so I am now going to pull some sign cards and letter initial dice. Again, these hyper-specific message will not connect with everyone. Just take it as it resonates. But Spirit, who are the twin flames I am addressing in this reading? Sun, moon, or rising sign? Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Libra. So Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. This could be you or your person. And I'm also going to roll our letter initial dice. So sometimes these are the first, middle, or last initials of you or your person. Alternatively, these letters sometimes spell words that connect with the reading. V, Q, V again, so this person may have double letters in their name. E, C. For some reason I heard like Victor or something like that. T, L, J, A. I heard Jacob. T, K, U. I heard truck, so someone in this connection may like drive a truck or own a truck or something like that. B, L, T. I heard blue, like blue eyes. T, I, U again. C, Q. I heard the word cute, which of course, this is a very common compliment to call someone cute, but I feel like recently your person may have referred to you as cute or like cutie or something like that. Anyway, I hope that some of those initials connected with someone in a meaningful way. The last thing I'm going to do is pull a few cards from the Romance Angels deck. So these will just be some final messages for the Twin Flame Collective or anyone listening to this reading. So Spirit, what else do Twin Flames listening to this reading need to know at this time? You've already met You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So what I hear from this is whoever this is connecting with, I feel like many of you have met your twin flame, like you are aware of who this person is. Also, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. With the very soon card, there are two people romantically connecting on this card. They're like holding each other. And I just heard, I'll hold you in my arms very soon. I feel like this is your person's higher self speaking to you kind of on a soul level, on an energetic level, on an unconscious level, saying, we are going to be together very soon. But I did hear this very soon time frame will vary depending on who you are and where you're at in this connection. And I do feel this is actually dependent on you. I just heard continuing to have courage, because I feel like this has been a very dark, challenging time, a lonely time for a lot of you. I want to know more about what is like, not the catch here, but with this very soon card, what is this very soon card contingent on? Like, what is important for this person to do in order to come together with their twin flame very soon? Let's see if we can get some clarification. Blossoming abundance in the upright position. Interesting. I don't fully know how that card will apply, so I'm going to actually read a little bit from the guidebook to see how this connects here. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card indicates the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. Be grateful and enjoy, which is so funny that mentions gratitude, because for some reason when I saw this card, I instantly saw someone making gratitude lists. And then I saw the sacral chakra card when we were talking about receiving pleasure, living in the moment, creating. And I feel like this speaks to the fact that in order to manifest this kind of coming together very soon in some kind of a physical way, this is contingent on the person listening continuing to live in the moment. It's like your living in the moment is the portal to deeper connection in the very near future. And I feel in a very literal way, this could mean right now for some of you, it's very important to simply even just make lists of things that you're grateful about your person, about your life, about anything in your life. Cultivating this sense of gratitude for the moment, for everything happening and unfolding around you. And also continuing to step forward courageously in creating your life, I just see someone creating in the moment. Like I see someone playing guitar or painting or writing or doing something very creative in the moment. I feel like these acts of just day-to-day giving yourself the time and space to enjoy life, to create, this actually is opening this door not only to deeper connection with your person very soon, but to the abundance that is your birthright. I'm getting that message very strongly. I'm feeling like there is just one more message for us here somewhere. So I'm going to shuffle the energy oracle cards. I feel like there is just a message that we need before closing this reading. So Spirit, what other message can I bring to the Twin Flame Collective at this time? Caring connections in the upright position. I'm hearing between this and the card, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. For some reason, I'm kind of sensing like someone's been experiencing some kind of doubt lately, feeling kind of like, does this person really care about me? Or is this really my person? Is this really my twin flame? It's like there's been this kind of doubt coming up. And this card is saying, yes, this is your person. Yes, this person cares about you. Even if your ego is focusing or fixating upon things within your physical reality and trying to convince you away from this truth. I feel like someone's ego has been emerging here and kind of saying, well, if this person really cared, they would do this or that, or it would look this way. It's like the ego likes things to look a certain way in our physical world. But Spirit is saying here, you can relax into the knowing that this is your twin flame and that this person does deeply care about you. I feel like there is this need to release appearances in this situation. I know I said that was going to be the last message, but that's kind of a big message. So I'm gonna pull a few more cards from my Love Scramble box here, because I do want some clarification on this. Body. So what I heard with that card was actually like physical, like something in this physical world is causing someone to wonder if this person cares. This could even be that this person is connecting with someone else, or that you're connecting with someone else, like there's some other body here, some other person here. Analyze. So yes, the ego is like over analyzing this situation. Karmic. Oh my gosh, guys, what did I just say? I feel like this is saying there is somebody else in someone's situation that could be a karmic connection. And because of the ways in which the ego is observing this connection and analyzing this connection, it's causing doubt. Now, again, this message won't apply to everyone. I feel like this is for someone very specific listening to this reading, may even just be one person. But Spirit, what does this person need to know if they are seeing their twin flame with a karmic, or there's some other person here that they're analyzing? Regrets. I'm hearing that you need to know that your person is regretting either connecting with this karmic in the first place, or some kind of, they feel like they've made a mistake. I feel like this person is regretting, feeling like they made a wrong choice if they are connecting with a karmic. They're feeling some kind of regret here. Light, but this person is seeing the light about this situation. I feel like they're having a breakthrough or coming into a realization about it. Feminine. So this person either could be a divine feminine, or the karmic they're connecting with could be a feminine. Instagram. Interesting. So that's very specific. I feel like this person could be, okay, so this is the message I'm getting again. I feel this is just for like one person here, but if you are someone who your twin flame is connecting with another person physically, a karmic, they could be in a physical romantic relationship of some sort, your ego has been analyzing this situation. But this person, they could be a feminine or connecting with a feminine. They are seeing the light about this situation. They're feeling regret about something that happened with you or some choice they made. And they've been watching you through social media. If you are connected on social media, especially if you're connected through Instagram, I feel like this person has been stalking you or watching you or keeping tabs on you in some way that you might not be fully aware of. And I just see them like observing your social media or watching you or whatever, and then feeling regret. Like it's like intensifying their feelings of regret about this karmic situation. But I don't feel like they've moved forward into action, although they are starting to see the light about this. And I feel like very soon, again, going back to that very soon card, this is the situation that may shift for you very soon. Okay, again, I feel like that was just one final random message for one person that needed it, but I hope that message reached whoever needed to hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading here. Thank you so much for listening to this reading today. I hope it resonated with you. And as always, please use your intuition as your best guide when navigating these messages. Only takes what resonates in your heart and soul. Any subliminals I recommended during this reading are linked in the pinned comment and in the description box under this video. Click any of those links to explore more of what is contained within that specific subliminal, and you can try out any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my site. So thank you so much again. Please subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.